Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Gamer Logic. I'm Mike Mertes, and today we're reviewing a collection of Metal Gear comics, and that is in Metal Gear Solid Omnibus. Now, if you're asking yourself what is an omnibus, it has a couple of different definitions, but what it basically means is like an anthology or a collection of literary works. And that's exactly what this is. This book covers the Metal Gear Solid comics from Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 with artwork by Ashley Wood. And, I've been dying to pick up a collection of the Metal Gear comics for some time. A hardcover version of Metal Gear Solid 2 was released for the comics maybe about a year or two ago. And unfortunately, I didn't jump on the wagon fast enough, and I ended up missing out on it. And now it's almost impossible to find unless you want to pay a really pretty penny for it. I've seen it upwards to like $100. So this collection, again, kind of came out of nowhere. And originally, I thought it only had Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, but it actually has both. And again, it features the awesome artwork of Ashley Wood, and it is an entire collection. Now, if you're not familiar with the Metal Gear Solid story, it basically focuses on Solid Snake and his quest to stop a nuclear attack on any place in the world from Metal Gear. And it has a lot of stuff with genetics and various other stuff, but there's not too many people who don't know about Metal Gear Solid, so I won't jump in too much to the story. The bottom line is, if you played the first game and you played the second game, then you'll have a pretty good gist of the story. There's extra stuff, of course, added in there, and it's a really good read. I mean, this is a pretty thick book. I want to say this is at least like 300 pages. It's a pretty decent book. My only complaints about this collection is, by looking at it, I ordered this off Amazon, by the way, I thought it was going to be a bigger book. It's actually a decent sized, book, but with books like these, I really like them to be larger, so the pages are kind of easier to flip through. Especially when you get to the middle, you really got to pull the book open to get a decent read off it, and that can really mess with the binding at the end. And it's an awkward book, I guess you can say, but I'm kind of picky about my books, so it's not a big deal for most people, but I just wish the book would have been bigger. Other than that, though, I love the art style. I know there's a lot of people who don't like Ashley Wood's art style, mostly because it's not very colorful. It's, I guess, almost monochrome is the way you can describe it. It's a very grayed out and almost like an outline look, but I really enjoy the artwork. I think it gives it a really cool, classy look to the Metal Gear series, and looks pretty good in my opinion. But if you're a fan of the Metal Gear comics or the Metal Gear series, if you're a Metal Gear collector, then you're definitely going to want to pick this up if you don't have the comics. It's a nice collection, and I'm sure it's going to vanish again very soon like the rest of the other novels did. So if I were to give this a review, other than the fact that the book is kind of small and I wish the pages were bigger and I wish the overall book size was bigger, it's still a great read, and it only cost me 19 bucks, I believe. And I would give it a 4 out of 5, and obviously the knockoff on points is just because the book size. I really wish it was bigger, but other than that, it is a decent book. This has been another episode of Gamer Logic. I'm Mike Mertes. Make sure you subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys again with another review. Peace!